Hello, first tonight, a police crackdown on groups of young people roaming the streets of Peterborough.
The complaint from residents is that large gangs are intimidating. The response from the police? Dispersal orders. Since the beginning of the month, they've been able to move on young people, even if there are only 2 of them causing problems. If they think it works, the tactic might be extended. Kim Riley is in the Dogsthorpe area of Peterborough now. Kim.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I'm in the heart of Dogsthorpe. This is actually Central Avenue running behind me. Just let's show you around a bit. This is a line of shops behind me here. And right on the end of the line of shops, you can see the PE1 zone. It's a drop-in centre for 11 to 19-year-olds run by a local youth project. Now, this dispersal order is actually on the door here. Notice for the dispersal of groups, removal of persons under the age of 16 to their home address. It applies in this area. We'll have to hear in a moment what the young people actually think about this order, but first let's join Emma Bohr. She's been out on patrol with the police.
PC Gemma Cooper heads out to Central Avenue in Dogsthorpe, where police are taking action.
We're just on Sycamore Avenue, about to go on to Central Avenue. The dispersal order covers this area because it goes to the rear of the shops where the garages are. So we'll just walk around the corner here.
Within minutes, there's reports of racist intimidation, and then a woman says she's had her car vandalised. It's large groups of youths that have prompted police to bring in the order.
Drinking, stone throwing, even throwing food, etc., as people are walking by.
I think it's quite intimidating, I mean, especially if you've got a group of like 20, 30 youths, and obviously it can be very intimidating. I think I would feel intimidated myself.
The order means that if 2 or more under 16s are found on Central Avenue and there's fears they might be intimidating people, they must move on or face arrest. It's not universally popular.
It makes our job so much harder because they blame us for the dispersal order being on and around Central Avenue.
Young people are mostly against the order, but police say they're using it as a last resort.
I can see from the youth's point of view, if they're not causing any trouble and they are just going about their business, that, you know, they could find that discriminating against them. If someone's sitting on a bench, which was what one of the females was saying earlier on outside the shop, that isn't causing any distress to anyone else. But unfortunately what happens is the friends then gather and the group gets bigger and bigger and the noise gets louder, and this is how it then becomes obviously antisocial behaviour.
Some people here say their lives are better since the order was brought in. Police are watching what happens, and it may be brought in elsewhere. Emma Bohr, BBC Look East, Peterborough.
Well, I'm in the PE1 zone right now. Let's talk to some of the people here, just to get a quick vox pop, if you like, on what they think of that order. Aidan, what do you think?
I think the order's quite stupid, because we all used to hang around on Central as mates. Now we all have to meet up somewhere, like to go to the park. Stupid. I think we should all be allowed on Central.
Come on, Nathan, what do you think?
This is my opinion on the dispersal order. I think it's wrong because all the people that we hang around with aren't allowed to be together, and we have to be in order of 2s. But I do get the other side of it because of the people above Central. They just don't want the disturbance.
We've got Kayla and Paige here. Now, I think you can both sort of see both sides, can you, as well?
We think it's rubbish.
But we understand where they're coming from because everyone in Central doesn't want this.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we're going to be in our groups wherever we go, so
it's just going to happen everywhere.
So do you feel picked on when, you know, you're in a group of 2 and they suddenly say, move on?
Yeah, it's stupid, because then they said group of 2, then they went to singles, so now
we have to ring them if we want to talk to them when we're 5 metres away.
Kane, let's come to you. Thank you very much, girls. What do you think about it?
It's similar to what they said, and, like, we're going to stay on Central until, like, floodlights come into the park and stuff like that. If floodlights go in the park, we can go there at night. Do you know what I mean?
OK, come to Patricia and Tanya on the end here. Is there enough to do around here?
Well, it is. There's loads of games and that. And to be honest, I quite understand their point of view where we can't be in groups because we make too much noise and that. But to be honest...
There's no point.
Yeah.
There is no point because we hang around together anyway.
So they're fighting a losing battle, really, here, are they?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes think we must keep the noise down? We could upset people?
Yeah.
That can be true sometimes.
OK. Thank you. That's a nice reflection of opinion here. I think people are a little bit put out, that they sometimes feel a little picked on. Back to you.
Kim, thank you.
And if you've been affected by antisocial behaviour, we want to hear from you. Perhaps you agree or disagree with what they're doing in Peterborough. You can phone on 08457 630 630, or of course you can email via the website. And don't forget to leave your phone number so that we can call you back.
Unions are claiming tonight that Essex County Council is secretly planning to cut jobs. They say they've been handed a council document which sets out plans to lose 85 posts. The council says nothing has been decided. Let's go live to Essex now and our reporter Kevin Birch. Kevin, what exactly is this document?
Well, Susie, it's been given to the unions anonymously. It's come from within the council. Apparently, it's been drawn up to help them plan in the future how they will manage inflation and pay. Now, as you can imagine, the unions have been looking at this document in some detail. They say it talks of losing 85 posts to help cover the cost of improving performance-related pay, a 2-year freeze on pay, stopping bonus payments for some low-paid staff, changes to sick pay and a cut in the working week from 37 to either 36 or 35 hours. Now, the unions say they're appalled by this and say the leak shows a lack of transparency.
All we're saying to us is sit down, talk to us about these things. Every time something like this happens, Essex come to us when the decision's been made. Well, I think now's the time we're saying that's not good enough. If these things are going to happen, we need to be part of the discussions, not just an afterthought.
Kevin, has there been any response so far from the County Council?
Yes, we have had a statement tonight. Remember, Essex as a council, which is undergoing a major reorganisation anyway, already lost some jobs. Officials saying they continue to look at a number of areas which could be affected by economic and political change. This document's what they describe as an early discussion paper. Now, they stress that nothing has been firmed up. If any of these options are taken forward, they say they will talk to the unions, as usual, in line with their normal protocols. But certainly expect more of this kind of row between councils and unions over the future. From Chelmsford, back to you in the studio.
Kevin, thank you very much.
And of course, we'll hear a lot more about cuts over the